Rings. It's a symbol of forever. A symbol of your commitment till death do you part. How much are you willing to spend on it? On this episode of Wedding on a Budget, we're talking about rings. Yes, rings. So sit with us.
I'm Ade Samuel. I'm a fashion blogger. How much is my dream wedding ring gonna cost me? About 30 million naira. Because it's a wedding, it's a life contract, so I should get something very, very quality.
I think that it doesn't matter. You know, you don't need a big ring or anything, but it really is like a symbol of, you know, how much you care about that person. So I think as long as you pick something out that's special, you know, and you put some thought into it, I think it's perfect.
Of course, I like nice stone, but yeah, it shouldn't be over the top or something that won't break his account. No, I wouldn't want that.
I don't know. Expensive, Sha.
Okay, what you spend on a wedding ring is actually relative, okay, to what you really have, okay, because the fact is this, you could spend more than $1 million on a wedding ring, you could even spend up to 10 million on a wedding ring, but the fact remains that your pocket determines what you should spend, okay? So we've had cases where customers actually walk into our store and tell us that, look, I've got 10 million I want to spend on a wedding ring, and then exactly 10 million we spend for the customer. And if you come to our store and tell us, look, I've only got 20,000 naira, you see what, we will tailor it just to suit your budget.
My name is Bella Adeleke, and I'm a creative consultant. Couple of millions pounds, because I'm one of a kind.
I know it's going to cost a lot, like a lot. Maybe over $1,000, $1,500.
It depends on the people. It depends on the parties that are having the that want to get the wedding or want to do the wedding. But I think that they should not go overboard. They should not go above their means. It's not anything about impressing. It's just supposed to be a symbol.
So what determines the cost of a ring? There are so many factors to be considered when you're thinking of what the price of a ring should be. The first thing you need to consider is the metal, okay, the metal in question. Now, the price of the metal is there, okay? The price of the stones. Now, the stones come in different types. We have diamonds, we have sapphires, we have aquamarines, we have tourmalines, we have different types of stones. All these stones, too, they have their own prices as well. Okay, so we need to consider the cost of the stone. You also need to consider the cost of designing, okay, because you see, most of these rings that we sell in Delft Metals, we design them ourselves and we make them ourselves. Okay, so the cost of designing is there, the cost of casting is there, the cost of polishing is there.
My name is Frank Adams, and I'm a fashion designer. Probably if I'm stupid rich, I could get a ring of like 20 million.
Just a good fair price, as much as something my man can afford.
I don't know. It actually depends on what my husband is going to get, and depends on what he's able to afford. Because I really appreciate anything he gets for me. Because it's not about the wedding ring; it's about the person you're really going to get married to.
If you can afford $1 million diamond, why not? But if you cannot afford it, please go for a 10,000 naira ring.
Our rings are very affordable, to be honest with you. As I said earlier on, we don't just consider the price alone; we consider the quality. So you can imagine having a quality ring going for like 20,000 naira. Makes sense, doesn't it? It does. Okay, I'm talking about an engagement ring right now, okay? Now the good thing is, when you come to Delft Metals, we treat our customers like kings and queens, all right? So this is it. You could get a ring of 20,000, you could get a ring of 30,000, you could get a complete set of 40,000. It's very possible, okay? Just come over to us and then we can tailor it out to fit your budget.
My name is Becky Quino. I'm a model. My own wedding ring, I want diamonds. And I want my diamonds to be like, you guys should not say I'm exaggerating, no, it's my wedding ring, because like 6 million, really, pure diamonds, 6 million.
I don't know, maybe $500,000 for starters, because I just feel like it's worth something.
I think if I buy a wedding ring for 2-3 million naira, is there a problem for me? It's actually something I can afford, at least a diamond ring.
I think 500K won't be a bad idea, you know. Just like you know, it's a wedding ring. It's for a lifetime. I don't intend to break up or to divorce my wife in future. So why not spend that money for something that will last a lifetime?
From what I know, I think it is, some women, it really depends on the woman. She's usually the one that determines more or less how she feels about what should be spent on a ring or whatnot. But most guys, it's really, because love is not measured by the size of the ring, but some people may use the rock to measure the size of love.
Now, engagement ring is what you give to your wife to be before the wedding. Okay, not a promise ring, understand, but it's just to show that yes, you're actually at the point of getting married, and you just want us to know that, look, I want to marry you. The next step is just marriage. So at the point of getting married, what you buy is the wedding ring. Okay, engagement ring is just one for the bride. Okay, now the wedding ring could either be 2 bands, one for the groom, one for the bride, or maybe you could just buy a complete set, 2 for the bride and 1 for the groom.
My name is Knightsberry. I'm a presenter. My wedding ring, I'm actually indifferent about it. I don't know. All I know is it should be meaningful. It should be something that it's worthwhile, I think.
Okay, maybe because I haven't thought of getting married. I've never priced a wedding ring. I think I need to start pricing a wedding ring now.
My wedding ring to cost. My goodness, no, I've never quite done the calculation, but I don't know. I think I'll take $1.
I'm not really particular about the cost of the ring. I just know that I don't want a ring that is big. The typical like princess got huge diamonds. You have to think. I don't even mind if it's like a normal iron band, as long as it's cool and edgy. I'm not fussy about price.
We've seen engagement rings that are more expensive than even the wedding ring, to be honest with you. Okay, because you see, when you're buying a ring, an engagement ring, you're not talking about just buying the ring alone. There's some other factors to be considered. Okay, we have some engagement rings are just solitaire rings. Okay, rings with just one stone. And you see, that one stone could cost a fortune. Okay, so you see, you can't really tell. It's not a fact that your wedding ring will be more expensive than your engagement rings. Okay, so some wedding rings are cheaper, to be honest. You're just buying bands and maybe just buying rings with not diamonds, but most people go for engagement rings with diamond. It means a lot to them. That engagement itself as a ceremony means a lot. The moment you ask your wife to be, would you marry me? And she says yes. That yes alone is something the world should know about.
I'm Diola, and I'm a strategist, I think, for a living. It's weird, I just said I think for a living, but I've actually never thought about that, so I don't know.
Between 200 and 500,000 naira, because I'm worth it.
Doing a 2 million naira wedding ring will not be too much for someone you love here.
Okay, what should one look out for when buying a ring? What you should consider first when you're buying a ring, you need to consider, one, your pocket. Very important. Very, very important. We don't expect you to break your bank because you need to buy a ring. At the same time, we don't expect you to, to think too far to get a ring. It's not so very difficult, okay? So once the budget has been taken care of, you also have to look at the personality of who you're buying the ring for, okay? Because I've seen people that actually react to gold. In as much as gold is a very good metal, okay? Some people react to gold. They can't even wear gold. Some people, because of their religious beliefs, okay, they really cannot wear gold. They only wear sterling silver. I've seen that happen so many times. So you really need to understand all these things before you buy a ring. Now, when you're buying an engagement ring, first and foremost, you talk about your pocket, know how much you're willing to spend on an engagement ring. You talk about the lady you're buying this ring for. Who is she? Okay, you need to explain to us. You need to describe back to us. Okay, we need to understand our personality in question, okay? What are our favorite colors, okay? What month of the year was she born, okay? Some other things that we would ask you, because you see, when you're giving an engagement ring to a lady, it should be something. It should be a memorable event, okay? It should be something that the lady will remember for the rest of her life. You see, and she needs to be surprised, So when you tell us all these things, we'll be able to. We'll be able to tell her out something that will be just perfect for her. So all these things are things that we look at. Okay, so it's not because you have the money you must buy gold. So if she's someone that reacts to a particular cream, we need to know the kind of cream she uses, so that we can tell you exactly what kind of metal to go for. So these are the things that we look at. So we don't just sell, we discuss.
This is Wedding on a Budget.
My name is Aino Fayosola and I'm a fashion stylist. Let's say like 2M. Why 2M? I don't know, but that's what just stuck in my mind actually.
I'm of the opinion that we shouldn't splurge so much on weddings.
A wedding ring. I don't know, but it has to be diamond, like real diamond. So expensive one though.
Like 20 million thereabouts or more, at least to cherish my partner. It's even worth $1 billion now. She's worth the world now, so why not? Why not go to any extent?
This question is something people ask me on a daily basis. Do we consider buying an expensive ring as an investment? Now, I'm a jeweler, okay? To be honest with you, when you buy gold and you keep, it's an investment, okay? But you see, people don't really understand the difference between buying a raw material and a finished product. Now, you see, you would make so much money when you buy raw material, okay? You could buy gold bars, keep in your house, keep for like a year or two. The prices of gold most likely will go up. You can't say for certain anyway. But you see, when the prices go up, you could bring out your gold bar from wherever you keep it from, okay, or wherever you kept it, bring it out, and then you can resell, okay, and then you make a profit from it. But see, when you're buying a finished product, okay, there are a lot of things that goes into the cost of this particular product itself. You're buying a ring that has been already produced. Now, when you take this ring out to sell, most jewelers, what they buy from you is the raw material because they probably want to use the ring to make something else. They really don't need the stones as such. They could even give you back the stones, if you so wish to have them back. So they would buy that ring at a very reduced price because the gram weight of the metal is what they would look at. They would wait. Okay, and the gram weight of the metal is what they would calculate and then buy back from you. So I would say, based on this, buying a finished product really is not an investment in the short run, but might be an investment in the long run. For an example, if your grandmother gives you a ring that she had some years back, you see, when you're reselling now, okay, I'm sure you would make something out of it. But if you're buying a ring right now from any jewelry stores anywhere in the world and you decide to sell the ring after a year or two, you probably might not get the value for that ring as that short period of time. But if you buy gold bars, okay, you could get value for that gold bar within 6 months, within 5 months. So if you're looking at the investment, it's part of what we do. Sometimes we get customers coming to our stores to tell us, look, we want to buy these rings, but we want to resell in the next 6 months. We advise them not to go buy the finished products. You can go and buy gold bars. They sell them everywhere,
I'm Laura John, a fashion designer from Delta State. I don't mind the cost. Beautiful and silver, and let it last. At least won't fade off.
Well, I'm not very particular about price. I'm very particular about quality and value. So if it's a diamond ring, if it's good, I will buy it.
It's not for me to decide. Someone wants to give you something, they give you what they want to give you. It's not about what you want. It's about what they think that you would like. Do you get what I mean? So, no expectations.
Okay, so see, that's the easiest thing to do in the world, okay? It becomes more difficult when the customer doesn't have the money and you're trying to convince the customer to buy a ring of 10 million. It doesn't make any sense. Or a ring of 1 million. It really doesn't make any sense, because you also need to understand the pocket of your customer. But when you know that the customer has the money, and in fact the customer is even telling you, look, I've got this money, but I don't see a need to spend so much, then it makes the work so very easy. Now that's what we've been trained to know how to do that. Okay, it's our job, so it's really nothing to worry about. We know exactly what to say. I might not be able to tell you exactly what we say. That's just our own trade secret. Okay, what are the differences between all these metals that we sell? Okay, let me start with platinum. Platinum is the most expensive, so price is a major factor here as well. It looks like white gold, but it's very different from white gold. Okay, it doesn't tarnish as fast as the other metals. Okay, it takes a longer time for it to even react to any form of chemical. It's strong, so that's platinum for you. We have the gold. Okay, we have different types of gold as well. We have the white gold, the yellow gold. We can also make it black as well. We could add a bit of metals to it to change the color to make it black, to make it pink. Gold is not as expensive as platinum. And then we have, followed by gold, we have sterling silver. And you see all these metals, okay, platinum, gold, sterling silver, okay, they are under the precious metals. Now, if it will take sterling silver 1 month to tarnish. Now, understand, in the jewelry term, tarnish doesn't mean bad, okay? Tarnish is just a chemical reaction, okay? So, I quite understand that most people feel tarnish means, oh, it's really bad. No, it's not bad. Tarnish is just a chemical reaction, okay? So if it takes 1 month for sterling silver to tarnish, it could take gold 2 years to start showing signs of tarnish. All metals do react, that's the truth, okay? But they're stronger than the other one, okay? I mean, gold is stronger than sterling silver, platinum is stronger than gold. That's about the precious metal, okay? And also the price too is a factor as well. When we talk about the semi-precious, they don't tarnish, they don't. Now, all these metals, they have their positives and negatives, to be honest, okay? So for the non-precious metals, they are very cheap. They don't tarnish. You'll be wondering, okay, and the precious metals, they are expensive and they could tarnish. Now, there's a particular factor you also need to understand. It's called the malleability factor. Now, you see, precious metals are malleable. They could be formed into anything. Now, if you've got an earring in gold, you could actually form it into a necklace, a pendant, whatever it is you want to form it into afterwards. But you see, for the semi-precious metals, those ones are not malleable. Okay, once you produce, that's it. They're so hard, very strong. They don't tarnish, they don't scratch. They're just there in their own class. So for those kind of metals, when you have them, you really cannot resell them, to be honest, because nobody's going to use it for anything. So they've been produced, and that's final. But for these other ones, you can resell, you can produce it to anything, you can form it to anything you want to form it to afterwards.
My name is Big Ben Kilani, and I'm a creative director of the luxury brand, Big Ben Kilani. I'm a designer. $10 million. Yes. If you are marrying a governor's daughter, you wouldn't want to do cheap ring now,
I mean, we've seen clients actually come to our store to purchase rings of close to $5 million before, yeah. So, look, very achievable. We're up to the task. We can do that.
I'm Chibikem, I'm a stylist. Wedding ring, it should be like 100, 200, maybe 500. Who knows? Naira, dollars.
If she would get lovely rings for that price, actually, yeah, definitely, as I can say, So really, I don't understand. Maybe she's talking about the dollar or the naira, but if it's naira, it's a pass. Yes, she will get it.
It's not time for a wedding yet. I probably go extra, but I can't put digits to it right now.
If you have, whatever it is you have, okay, if it's just 50,000 naira, if it's just 20,000 naira, anything you have, just come over, let's discuss. As I already said earlier on, we will tailor it out to just fit your budget. So you probably don't have to wait for 2 months before you get your wedding rings, or wait until you've been able to save up your 2 months salary. No. Okay, whatever you have as a budget, okay, you must have a defined budget. Whatever you have as a budget at that point in time and you're ready, just come over and then we'll fix you up.
Ring prices are relative. Rings are tailored to suit your budget. If you want it and can afford it, what's stopping you? Get it and wear that rock proudly. Till next time, this is Wedding on a Budget.